What's up guys, welcome back to another episode of From the Tips. In today's video, we are going to be doing a golf ball test. So I just picked up a sleeve of the ChromeSoft LS. LS stands for low spin. Heard you can hit some absolute bombs with these things, but more importantly, I'm looking to see how they handle around the greens, see if the green side spin control is still there. I'm going to be testing them on the golf course head to head with Pro V1s, which is a golf ball I've been currently gaming. I'm going to hit a Pro V1 each hole and a ChromeSoft X LS each hole, and let's see how they do. Let's see which one comes out on top. All right, so after rolling just a couple putts before I tee off here, waiting on the group in front of me just to give myself a little bit of distance, but just rolling some putts just initially. My initial thoughts is the ball isn't nearly as firm as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be super hard, kind of like the regular ChromeSoft X. I always thought it was too firm, but I guess I haven't played it in a while because it actually feels decently soft. Plus it's got the triple track on it. I've been putting the line on my Pro Vs that I've been using recently, so having the triple track already on there, pretty cool. But yeah, let's tee up, see how far we can hit these things. I'm really excited about this one. All right, kind of unfortunate there. The ChromeSoft, I was trying to hit a draw and ended up pushing it a little bit right, kind of out over the cart path area, into, I think, just some pine straw over there on the right-hand side. And then with the Pro V1, I ended up doing exactly what I wanted to do and hit a draw right down the middle. So there isn't really too much to take away from that one. The first one was just a bad swing on my part, but all in all, I mishit that ChromeSoft X, and I think it went pretty much the same distance as my Pro V. All right, guys, so we got to my ChromeSoft X, just to the right of the cart path here, right in the pine straw, and then my Pro V1, terrible zoom, but right there in the fairway. So about a 20-yard difference, actually. I thought it was gonna be closer, but yeah, let's see what we can do with the ChromeSoft. All right, so just a completely unnecessary shot here, but I'm gonna go with 4-iron, see if I can kind of hit like a low cut, give myself a look in for my third shot. Perfect. Hey guys, I'm not gonna lie, that ChromeSoft feels very soft. I don't want to say softer than the Pro V1, but it's definitely not a super hard golf ball. Not what I was expecting. Yep, going through some swing changes, so trying to kind of change my delivery a little bit. But I didn't hit that one very good. But on this hole, don't really need to hit it that well. Still gonna leave myself a wedge in there. So now we're arrived at the ChromeSoft. Let's see how long we have in. All right, so 146 in, a little bit into the wind, pins in the back. Just gonna choke down on 8-iron, hit a nice easy one. All right, caught that a little bit heavy, not terrible, so didn't quite get there. It kind of hit the top left of the bunker and then rolled back in. So gonna have a sand shot here, and then with the Pro V1, I have 100 yards on the nose. So into the wind, I'm just gonna go at it with a 54. Choke up on it a little bit to try to flight it. See if I can stick it close. Walking up to the green here, Pro V1 found the middle of the green, got about, I don't know, 12, 13 feet uphill for my birdie. And then right here on the lip is the ChromeSoft. So tricky little sand shot, downhill lie here. Let's see if I can get it close. All right, so as it stands right now, ChromeSoft X is 1 over par. Pro V1 is even par. So far, I can't say necessarily that I have struck any of the ChromeSoft X LS ones out of the middle of the face. So as far as distance goes, I haven't noticed anything, and I haven't really had any chip shots with it either. So I've solved nothing. But on this hole, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tee off first with the Pro V1 and then the ChromeSoft X afterwards, just to make sure that this test is even and I'm not just hitting the ChromeSoft X first every time. All right, pretty big difference there. So Pro V1 I hit first, 7-iron, 167, stock shot for me, and I put it short and into the bunker. And actually hit it pretty good. And then on the ChromeSoft X, hit pretty much the same shot, the ball flight, completely different. So the Pro V1 flew definitely very low. You can tell it had some more spin. This one launched up higher. Could tell I had less spin, went through the wind a little bit better, and ended up flying it probably 3 yards long of the pin, and check where it ended up. It ended up backside of the green, pin's right over there, and in the front of the green, my Pro V1's in the bunker. So ChromeSoft X has the advantage this hole. Damn, Pro V1 with the clutch sandy there to keep the 1-stroke lead over the ChromeSoft. So going on to a shorter par 4, not playing very long. I think it's only like probably 360 or so from the back tees. So excited to hit driver again. I actually want to hit this one square with the ChromeSoft X, give it a true test. So let's see if I can hit the middle of the club face. I'm hitting that one first. All right, so the ChromeSoft one, hit that one pretty square. That's pretty much what I was looking for there. Nice little draw, kind of hold it up, let the wind take it in from the right. So hit that one pretty solid. And then on the Pro V1, I ended up hitting it a little bit too high on the face, popped it up a little bit, so it's gonna be a pretty significant yardage below the ChromeSoft X. But as far as feel, again, guys, I can't stress this enough. If you guys are afraid to play the ChromeSoft X LS because you think it's gonna be way too firm of a ball, you're not gonna be able to compress it, it's not the case at all. It's actually a really, really soft feeling golf ball, which surprises me a lot. All right, 96 yards into the wind, gonna go 54-degree wedge again. All right, 75 yards. Honestly didn't go as far as I thought it was going to. Hit that one pretty square. I'm usually, if I hit a good one, I'm usually past this bunker. Maybe I lost a little bit of swing speed, who knows? So 75 yards, going at it with a 58-degree wedge. both those wedges pretty solid. Honestly, that's like one of the bigger differences that I've seen so far is the wedge flights. So 58-degree wedge, normally a 3/4 swing for me is like a perfect 75 yard. That one, and we're even a little bit into the wind, that one just kept going. And then even when it hit the green, it didn't one bounce and stop or anything like that. It just kind of kept rolling out. So that's one difference. All right, no blood there. Two very, very comfy fours. So going on to number 4, kind of a tight tee shot. It looks more intimidating than it actually is. It opens up way more after you get past the trees. So I'm just gonna take it up over the bunkers on the left-hand side. There's a ton of room over there. Leave myself a wedge in. All right, well, couldn't hit those on any more opposite sides of the earth there. So the first one with the Pro V, massive block right, but I killed it. Absolutely smoked that thing. Hit that tree right at the top of the hill, right next to the bunker. So kept it short of the water. And then the next one, I kind of hit it off the toe with the ChromeSoft X. Just had no spin. I don't think it was necessarily because of the ball, just because I hit off the toe and just hooked a little bit left, but looks like that one also hit off the tree, and I'm in the pine straw. So ultimately, not terrible. All right, guys, walking up to the green. That 9-iron out of the pine straw with the ChromeSoft. Ended up just behind it. And then up there by the pin is my Pro V1. So really good shot with my wedge from underneath that tree. Try to get way too cute with that. Hit that super high off the face. So gonna be left with about 12 feet for my par. And then with the Pro V1, I have about 9-10 feet for my birdie. All right, guys, so ended up getting par there with the Pro V and made a bogey. Try to get way too cute with that chip with the ChromeSoft X. So far, ChromeSoft X is 2 back and Pro V1 is still even par. So, I mean, obviously have hit some bad shots with both golf balls. But so far, I mean, I just prefer the feel of the Pro V1. I just know what it's gonna do every time. If I had some more time to really use the ChromeSoft X and know how far my wedges and my irons go, then I think it would make a difference. But right now, I mean, the Pro V1's is the most consistent for me. But I'm gonna skip number 5 here. It was another short par 4. And I'm just gonna drive right over to number 6, which is a reachable par 5. So really put these to the test. Give the ChromeSoft X a chance for eagle so it can possibly catch the Pro V1. So this is gonna be the last hole of the match, and then I'm just gonna be doing some chipping, some putting, and just some basic iron shots. And then I'm gonna give you guys a recap of what exactly I think this ball is for, and kind of my full review on how good this ball actually is, and if it does actually make you hit the ball longer. So gave that one a go. Pro V1 absolutely smoked it. That was probably the best drive I ever hit on this hole. Definitely up there. But with the ChromeSoft X, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it on camera, but for me it looks like it just kind of reaches its peak height and then just drops right out of the sky. Like it's like almost like a knuckleball, but which makes sense obviously. I mean, it's a low spin, but for me it's almost like too low spin. A combination of that, and I'm using the LST ping head. It's just, I'm probably not even generating like 1,000 RPM of spin. The thing's just dropping right out of the sky. But overall, let's see where the distances ended up here. So driving over, so we got right here in the rough on the left-hand side is the ChromeSoft, and then the Pro V1. So Pro V1 got that one by a good 15 yards, I would say. ChromeSoft X still might have a shorter shot in just because it's more of a straight shot, but let's see if we can make eagle. All right, so we got 177 yards here. I've kind of learned my lesson. You got to always take an extra club on this hole. So I'm just going to choke up on a 5-iron, play it cut. So not going to go all out on a 6-iron, even though I think it could probably get there. Just going to take a nice easy 5. So 157, so again, gonna take an extra club. Could probably get 8-iron there, but instead just gonna go with a real soft 7. Uh-oh, ladies and gentlemen. I think putting that 7-iron on with the Pro V1 might have just clinched it. Gonna have 2 eagle putts. ChromeSoft X one is probably looking like 25, maybe even 30 feet. And then Pro V1, actually have a decent look at it. It's probably gonna be about 15, 16 feet. So Pro V1, significant advantage here. So let's just see if we can roll an eagle. It's been a while since I've made one, especially on the channel. So let's do it. All right, real solid birdie there from the ChromeSoft. Let's see if I can drill this eagle with the Pro V1. All right, so Pro V1 takes it down. So overall, pretty good match. I can't be mad at making 2 birdies on the last hole of the match. But yeah, I mean, overall, I just like the feel of the Pro V1 a lot better. The performance difference, I mean, it's so hard to tell. I mean, I don't have a launch monitor with me. I'm assuming it is less spin. I mean, I don't know why they would advertise that it is less spin when it's not, but it's almost so negligible that I can't even tell the difference when I'm playing. So I'm gonna drive over to number 12. It's one of my favorite green complexes on this course. And I'm just gonna be hitting some chips. There's a lot of different areas around that green. You can hit different types of chips and putts and pitch shots, flop shots, whatever you need to do. So I'm gonna take the golf ball through the short game ringer. I'm gonna be testing it up against the Pro V1 again. And then I'll give you guys a final recap of my final thoughts on kind of what I think about this ball. All right, guys, I actually just drove over to number 12 and perfect situation. Dead into the wind here. Perfect situation where you'd want to kick your spin down with your driver. So I'm just gonna hit about 3 drives into this fairway and see kind of the difference between this and the Pro V1. All right, guys, so really good example here about the ChromeSoft X LS. So I ended up hitting that actually to a normal spot where I would if the wind was calm. And my Pro V1, I don't know if you can see it, it's kind of back there, kind of skirted off to the right, spun it up a little bit too much, kind of hit it low on the face, but even still, I mean, this is significantly better. All right, guys, so final takeaways from the ball test today. So ChromeSoft X LS, really solid golf ball. Do I think it's meant for everybody? No, I don't. I think around the greens, it surprised me with the amount of kind of spin you're able to generate with your wedges. Definitely not as much as the Pro V. The Pro V responds exactly how I expect a ball to react on those kind of low chip shots that are spinning a decent amount. I like seeing it come off low, and I like seeing it hit once and then stopping on the next one. But with the LS, I was getting ones that kind of slide up the face, ones that kind of float up a little bit, don't really stop exactly where I want it to. Did the results ultimately change that much? No, not really. I think all in all, the balls kind of ended up in the similar spot. And do I think I can get away with playing the LS on the course? Yeah, I think so. I think it wouldn't really make ultimately too much of a difference. It really comes down just to preference as far as the short game goes. The ball is not super firm, so that's something that I like in a golf ball. I like a soft feeling golf ball. A little bit of click isn't too bad, but anything that's really super clicky, don't like that. That's the reason I don't play TP5X. I really just don't like the way that golf ball feels. But moving on to the long game and the driver, irons I noticed were kind of going about a half club long. I wouldn't say necessarily a full club, but definitely a half club. Ball's definitely taking off a little bit higher, staying in the air a little bit longer, kind of just floating through with the irons. But then with the driver, I noticed that the ball would kind of hit its peak height and then just kind of knuckle and drop out of the sky. So do I think that this ball gives everybody an extra 20 yards? No, I don't. Just because if you're already spinning the ball an optimal amount and then you put a low spinning ball in the bag, you're going to be spinning the ball too low. And believe it or not, that is a thing in golf. You can't spin the ball too low because you need to have the ball stay in the air for a decent amount of time. So as far as me with driver, I just don't think it was a good fit. I think I spin the ball a decent amount as it is, meaning a low amount. I'm probably sitting, for the most part, kind of mid to low 2000s on a well-struck golf ball. So I don't think I spin the ball excessively, but that's who I think this ball is made for. It's for the player that really comes across the ball, really hits down on the ball, and really can't keep the spin off the golf ball when hitting driver. So if all else fails and a driver fit isn't for you, and it doesn't end up working out the way you want to, and you're still spinning the golf ball with the driver kind of in the mid 3000s, and you need to kick about 600 or 700 RPM off your backspin, then I would say moving into this ball would probably be your best bet. You're not really sacrificing too much around the greens, like I said before. Really solid golf ball. It's not a golf ball that's meant for me, and that's totally fine. Totally love playing the Pro V1, so I was looking for an excuse to change. Didn't really find one today, but really happy with the results. Really surprising results. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit that like button, please hit the subscribe button, and please hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss out on any of my new videos. Until next time, guys, peace.